Hi everybody, this is Tina. Welcome to my video today, you guys. We are here with another 12 weeks of Christmas project. So really quick, we have to chat for a few minutes here because there's been some confusion about what takes place to get the PDF and the giveaways and all of that. So let's straighten that out right away before we jump into our project. So the first thing is, in order to get the PDFs, you're gonna sign up to get my email. Now today, for day 4, the PDF is gonna be directly on my website. I'm gonna give that to you guys so you guys can see what the PDF is. I've had some questions, I've had tons of emails where you guys are not sure what the PDF is, how to get it, and all of that. So today, for today's week 4, I'm going to put the PDF, you click on the link on my website that says 12 weeks of Christmas, day 4 PDF. You click on that and it's going to open up a document that looks like this, but it'll be today's project. And then you can print it out. It has photos. This one was the coffee project that we did. And this one was a little bit more intense. So there's several pages because there's several different photos for this project because I wanted to make sure you guys had all the information you needed. For this particular week, there's also a second PDF, and it is the template for the coffee cup so that you can trace that and cut out the pattern paper for your coffee cup. Okay, so that's what the PDF is. And to get all of the PDFs that I'm offering, what you'll want to do is sign up to get my email. When you sign up to get my email, you put in your email address, you put in your name, you hit enter, yes, I want to get this email. Then what happens is you get a confirmation email that says, are you sure you want to get this email? It's just a precaution to make sure somebody else isn't signing up your email address and then you're getting random emails. So once you get that confirmation email, which sometimes will go into your junk folder, you will want to confirm. You'll want to say, yep, I signed up to get this email. You'll do the confirmation and then you're all signed up. So each Tuesday, my emails are coming out and they have all the information for 12 weeks, you guys. They have the link for the PDFs to get all of them. Okay, so there's a link right in my email, at the bottom of my email every week that says to get past PDFs, click here, okay? So the other thing is that I've been announcing winners in my emails. I've announced 2 winners to receive kits. So like this is the coffee kit. So the winner would receive this PDF all printed out already, plus all of the supplies to create the coffee cup that we did in this project. I've announced 2 winners already and they've not gotten back to me. I announced those winners in my email. So you have to open the email and look at the email to get the PDFs and to see who won the kit each week. Okay, so hopefully that clears it up. If you guys still have questions, you can leave comments under this video or you can leave comments on my website, okay? So each week of the 12 weeks of Christmas, if you want to be entered to win the kit for the project, you leave a comment on my website. So today, we're making these cute caramel apple kit boxes, okay? I have a kit right here that I'm going to give away. In order to enter that giveaway, you head over to my website and leave a comment, okay? So hopefully that clears everything up. Please be checking those emails so that you can see if you have won and then also to get those PDFs. I have a lot of people emailing me just asking me to send them the PDFs and I can't do that. You have to get the email weekly and then that's how you get all the PDFs. So let's jump in. Hopefully that clarifies things. I'm sorry for the confusion, you guys. This is the first time I've done a 12 weeks of Christmas, and it's been a little bit confusing, and I have to admit a little bit stressful just trying to figure out all of the pieces and how everything works. So I'm sorry about that. Thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys, as we get through this. So today we're making this project and it is kind of a throwback. Some of you may remember this project. So I did this project right here. I did this years and years ago, probably like 6 or 7 years ago when I first started blogging. And we lived in Willits and I just had Kayla and Violet and life was much different back then. So I did this project and I did it all with the Cricut cartridges. This was, I think, the Doodle Charm cartridge. It had this apple the apples in the basket. And then this is some old school paper. And you can see that mine is starting to, like, the paper is starting to curl, and the apples are getting bent because I've had this for so long. So we're going to make this box, but we're going to do it a little bit, we're going to update it a little bit. So let me show you that this is actually just a Cricut box. So back in the day when I still have my Cricut and I still have all my cartridges, but I have taken them all out of their boxes. And I used to get these boxes just from other people, like if they didn't keep their boxes. I kept all mine in my boxes for years. But I loved these boxes to do tons of different things with because they're really nice boxes. They have a magnetic closure, so they close really nice. And then they're really sturdy, and there's quite a bit of room. So over the years, I've done lots of different things with them. Here's some that I designed to go in my craft room. This is the designer paper that I use to do all of the decorations in my craft room. And these are Cricut boxes. Now, I just covered the fronts of them because they sit on a shelf, but then you can see that they have items in them. So they have scrapbook supplies in them. So for these, you can see that they're kind of shiny. Do you see that box? It's kind of shiny, and my paper is not lifting. I did Mod Podge on this. I put the paper in there, and then I just did the Mod Podge over it. And so the paper doesn't lift, but it's not on the sides because it's just sitting on my shelf like that. And then the ribbon is on there with probably ATG. But that's another way to do this if you really don't want the paper to move around. So let me show you what we're going to do today. This is a caramel apple box. So this is a really fun project. You can do it in lots of different ways. I'm going to give you lots of different ideas. So you can take any kind of box. The only reason that I decided to use a Cricut box is because it's already done, right? It already has a great closure. It's already really sturdy, but you could even create your own box to do this. And you could do it in a bag if you wanted. So let's get started and I'll show you exactly what it is. So in here is the recipe for caramel apples, okay? So it's 6 Granny Smith apples, 6 wooden sticks, 1 14-ounce package of caramels, 2 tablespoons of water, and then half a spoon of vanilla extract. So then it just tells you how to make the caramel apples, okay? So then up here, right here is it's like a little poem. It says, way up high in the apple tree, all the little apples smiled at me. I shook that tree as hard as I could. Down came the apples. They were good. So this is like I think it's like a elementary school like poem. I'm not quite sure exactly. And then this is a little tag. It says caramel candy and caramel apple recipe inside. Okay, so when thinking about projects for this month, I wanted to do something like this and recreate this in a way that could be given as a gift. So this is the first box that was created. Now my friend Chris created this project. She wrapped it and figured out a way for us to update this project, okay? So this is a Cricut box, okay? And it's completely wrapped. I'm going to open it up and show you. And then this right here is our wood crate die. And then these apples are the same apples from the original project, and they were found on the Doodle Charm Cricut cartridge. Now on mine, on the original one, I even embossed the apples. On hers, she inked it. And there's the little leaves, and they look super cute, and they fit right in that crate, really nice. And then there's a tag right here that says Caramel Apple Kit. Okay, so when you open hers up, what she did is she wrapped the entire box. And then what happened is she didn't realize I never gave her this box when she was putting everything together. So the recipe calls for an entire bag of caramels. So the thing is that an entire bag of caramels will not fit in here with all of the other stuff, okay? The bags and the sticks and everything. So there's a whole layer of caramels here, but when we got back together, after the project was created, she was like, something doesn't add up because all of this stuff won't fit. So I didn't tell her that was okay. So let's dive in, and I'll show you guys how to make the box, and then I'll show you what we did. Instead of putting all of the caramels in the box, we're going to do some of the caramels separate. And then what we've done is created this little package. So here's the twine. There's these round circles right here are for the caramel apples to sit on, okay? So then here's the sticks, and then there's some caramels in there. And then what we'll do is we will put the bags here at the bottom, and then we'll put this stuff right here. And then this will close easier because it's not so full of stuff, okay? And then we'll put the caramels, the extra caramels, in a fun treat bag and include it so it'll be 2 things that you give, okay? So that's how the inside is going to look. It's going to look a little bit different than this original one, okay? So let me show you. You can use any designer paper that you want. And what you do with your box, if you're using a Cricut box, if you win the kit to make this, you will get a Cricut box. You will get an empty Cricut box, okay? And you will get this, but you will not get all of the extra caramels. You'll have to get the extra caramels, okay? So you can use any designer paper you want. What you'll get in your kit is some of the Painted Harvest designer paper. And the great thing about DSP, right, is it's double-sided. You can pick whichever side you want. And then you could do this also for Christmas. It would be fun to do like pretzels and white chocolate and peppermint sticks. So you could cover the pretzels with white chocolate and peppermint. So that would be a fun thing to do for Christmas. So you can see how versatile that this project could be. So what you're going to do is you just measure your box. So it's really simple. You just take some, a ruler, and this was 7.5. So that's what we cut the paper at. 7.5. And then instead of the way that Chris originally did this, and you'll want to go over, I'm going to leave a link down to her business Facebook page. I would love for you guys to go over there, like her Facebook page, and give her a little shout out, because she did an amazing job designing these projects. And as we would talk about things, and I'd say like, let's, what about this project or what about that project? She really made them come to life. And so I totally appreciate her help on this project this year. So what she did is she covered the entire box. So you can see this Cricut box and the Cricut box that you're going to get, it only opens up like this, okay? So what she did is she just pulled this part apart, and you can do that by just, if you have a spatula, you can push the spatula, and this is just a Cricut one, push it in there and pop it apart, and it's gonna pop apart, okay? And then what she did is she covered the entire box, the inside and then the outside, okay? And she did all the way around and all the way around the box. So if you do that, what you're gonna have to realize is you're gonna have paper and glue, and it's gonna make this to where the magnetic closure does not work. So her fix for that was she just put Velcro right on here. So that's an easy fix for that. For today, what I'm gonna do is not pull the whole box apart and decorate the whole box. What I'm going to do is just show you that what you can do is just wrap your paper. And what I like to do is first, I add just a little bit of adhesive, and that's going to hold my paper down. Okay, so once you have your paper and it's in the right spot, fold your paper and then pinch. And then you can even take your bone folder and press it down. That's gonna give you a really nice crease right here, and it's gonna fit around the box really nice. See how tight that is? And then I just have a little bit of adhesive there. It's just holding it. So then wrap it around and do the same thing. On this side, pinch it and crease it. And then even grab your bone folder. Okay, now this way, we've not put really strong adhesive down, so if we need to fix a crease or we didn't fold it right, it's not going to be so crazy that you're not going to be able to do that. So for my original box, what I did is you can see right here, I cut where the creases are, because when you open this, you're gonna see that it could separate a little bit depending on what kind of glue you use. You're gonna wanna be careful of that. So that's why I suggest don't put your heavy glue down right away. Get those creases in and then even open it up and then bend your lid back this way with your paper on that, just so that your paper can really get worked in around those edges and it will stay, okay? So you can use, I would suggest using your liquid glue. And then if you want, this is where you could Mod Podge over this, and that would really flatten it. It would give it a slick surface, and it would be where, so it wouldn't lift basically, okay? So you have this piece. Now for the inside, there is a piece, and you're just going to put that in. Again, I wouldn't suggest, we kind of decided that pulling the box apart and covering all of it made it a little bit more difficult to keep it closed. So we wouldn't suggest doing that. So just put your paper on here. Again, you can use either side, or you could use some solid cardstock if you wanted to coordinate with this. There are also some pieces that will go over your box. Now this has just been punched out with a circle, so you'll want to line this piece up. And then you'll want to glue it down, and then you'll need a couple little pieces for the edges, okay? All of your pieces are in here to then decorate your box. So your recipe has been printed out, and the edges have been inked, and then this is gonna go right inside the box. Your apples and your crate are all in the bag, so you'll just do the front of your box just like this. There's a strip of paper for the front here, and then the apples. Also included in the kit that you will win, if you leave a comment on my website, are the Velcro pieces in case you do want to pull it apart, or in case you're feeling like it does need a little bit more stick to kind of close. But so that's the entire kit. This is super fun. So then what you'll do is you will grab your little goodies, stick those right in the box, close the box up, and then in a little bag, maybe with some ribbon, do the caramels, and then you have a fun gift to give. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this project. This was fun to do. Since I had done this project years ago, I had always wanted to do it again. Since mine it's really coming apart. So this was fun to recreate and dive in and use the Cricut. I've been enjoying using my Silhouette and using my Cricut more, so that is fun. And it's a perfect gift for around this time of the year, the October and the November. It's perfect. So thank you guys for tuning in. That PDF, this PDF will be available for everybody just on my website. You can check out what the PDF is and see how it's put together, okay? And then make sure you sign up to get my emails if you want past PDFs and future PDFs, okay? So thank you guys so much. I hope you're having a wonderful day and you're enjoying 12 weeks of Christmas. I will talk to you guys tomorrow with a video. I will have my paper pumpkin kit featured for you guys, and then I'll be back next week with new projects. Have a great day, guys.